Hey, how we doing, everybody? Welcome back to the TD Takes podcast. Thanks for joining in. As always, your host Terrell and Dixon in the house. How we doing?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How's it going? Still trying to get over this cough, but doing good.
If you're new, please like, subscribe, share, follow. Please let us know what you guys think. If you have comments, feedback, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, let us know.
We're new out here, so
Let us know, man. Let us know. Hope everybody's doing good. Baby's due any week.
I know. Is that so exciting?
So
Man's
excited.
about to have his third kid. They're about to get into a house. Everybody, put your blessings out there. Hopefully, they get into this spot they found today.
Yes.
They need it, and they work their ass off. They
Prayers
deserve
up.
it. You know
All
what I'm saying?
violence.
So let's get it.
Yeah. Super excited, bro. Weather's been good.
That's the best.
Weather's been good.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna jump into it. We're going to go ahead and do our post-Memorial Day wishes. Hope everybody had a good one. Maybe had a barbecue, got together with your family, hit the pools as those opened up, for the first time
Freaking
in the
cold
season.
up here on Memorial Weekend, bruh.
That sucks. I guess not everybody could enjoy it, but I mean, those of you who could, hopefully you did. If you don't know, pools and stuff should be open. Check out around your neighborhood. Check out things like Elitch Gardens if you're in Denver, Water World, things like that.
Yeah. What was the weather today?
It was like almost 90 degrees out here today.
Really?
And sun and shining. So,
Really? It's hitting.
yeah.
It's hitting 85 over here on Tuesday, and then 77, 75, 76, 76, 76. Like, it's going to be nice. I'm loving this.
Exactly. Perfect weather for doing exactly what we love to do, fishing, going to the lakes, swimming. He likes to jet ski over there, go boating. He on the lake. They got a little lake cabin and stuff like that they can do.
We just cleaning the jet skis. That's so funny.
Right. Got them all ready. So, hey, time is now. But yeah, we can go ahead and hop into the next subject, NBA Finals.
Yep.
Pacers versus OKC Thunder. Game 1, Thursday, June 30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, so
Pacers in 5.
He thinks Pacers in 5. I got OKC.
5 or 6.
I got OKC. I think they're young stud, and man, I don't know. I think that the refs got it out for Shy right now. They got his back. They're protecting him.
It looks like the
but we'll see.
First game's on the 5th of June is, what's today? It's just a Friday?
Thursday is June 5th.
Okay, so it's a Thursday.
Yep, and then game 2 is Sunday, June 8th. Game 3, Wednesday, June 11th. Game 4, Friday, June 13th. And then if it goes, game 5, June 16th, and then game 6 would be June 19th. And then they would continue so on and so forth if it went to game 7.
So the first two games are in OKC?
Let's see.
Looks like it. That's a long.
Yeah, the Thunder will have home court advantage. It'll be so Thunder should have the first 2 games at home. And before the finals came in, I don't know if you guys remember back as we like to talk about our little bet book here. You know what it is? We actually each had $25. I had $25 that OKC was going to the finals, and he had $25 that the Pacers were going to the finals. So that bet is null void. 25-25. We broke even. But we didn't want to double or nothing.
Oh, yeah.
That bet. So it's going to go from 50 to 100. So now we each go $50. He's going to do 50 on Pacers. I'm going to go 50 on Thunder. He says in 6. I'm not saying in win. I'm just taking OKC.
I'm just taking the win. I'm not saying in 6. I was just being funny.
Okay, so I'm putting double or nothing.
This man.
50 on OKC. Joe. 50 on Pacers. It's in the book. It's official, y'all.
It's in the book. It's official, y'all. He's really about to lose some money because that's coming to Indy. Hey,
we'll see what it do. But outside of that, we might get back to that here in a little bit as we talk about some other things. But yeah, so like I said, please tune in. We'll let you know. We'll keep you posted on all that as it gets through, gets going. But yeah, next episode, I'm going to let T go ahead and jump on to. I know about it, but he put it on, so I'm going to let him take lead on it.
This is the Stefon Diggs boat news.
Yeah. In Florida, right? Out in Miami?
I think it was in Miami. Let me verify.
Yeah, he was boating in Miami. I'm pretty positive.
Let's see. Because I think, yeah, he was in Miami during Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
All right, Stefon Diggs was in Miami during Memorial Day weekend. He was seen on a yacht party alongside. Well, it says alongside rapper Cardi B. I never saw her, but
I heard with alongside her plus 3 other women.
yeah, I saw the 3 other women, and then he pulls out a baggie that's pink. And what you never see anything. You never see anything. So Mike Vrabel came out. You know who's the head coach.
Yeah.
He came out.
Here's what he had to say on the subject.
Yeah, hear what he had to say on this. My phone's glitching out. He said we want to make great decisions on and off the field. This message is the same for all our players, but he didn't go into detail. The big thing is that nobody saw him do anything, so it's kind of hard to punish. He's probably obviously going to get punished by because come on, what was that? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but did they test him?
Yeah, he'll get punished by them like internally, like because they're not going to tell him and things like that. But I just think it's a bad look personally because you're a football player, you got kids looking up to you and things like that. And I know sometimes people get upset when they're like, "Oh, I don't want to be recorded," and things like that. And I don't know about that because I'm not like a celebrity and I'm not famous and stuff like that. But you got to understand it comes with an image, and if you're going to be the bad guy, kind of like Conor McGregor, things like that, you can sort of do things like that. But you do any kind of drugs or things like
Yeah, but that's not NFL because NFL.
that.
What do you look? Kids look up to you. Kids,
The NFL is like rated E for everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a hard look because it's just a bad look personally, and as an adult too, as a dad, you know what I mean. I just think it's a bad
That was good.
like where I'm at, about to have a kid and things like that. Personally, it's just like, how old is this man? Let me see.
He's 31.
Bro, you 31 years old, so obviously he ain't taking the off season serious. But
I mean, he's injured anyway. He was off an injury.
what you think cocaine's gonna make you heal faster?
No,
It's not gonna do it. No, it's not gonna do anything good. So I don't know, man. I just think it's a bad look. What do you think about it?
I agree. I think it's stupid. I think you need to be better. You're setting an example for kids, players, teammates. Kids coming up, college kids looking to play on your team, even down to things like your family that watches you and can see this stuff. Like if you have kids or don't have kids, nephews, nieces, uncles, cousins, everybody's gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they may not think differently of you because you're the superstar, but that doesn't give you anything. It doesn't give you the right to do it. You know what I'm saying?
No, it sure doesn't.
So everybody has that. Everybody does stupid shit. Don't get me wrong. Hopefully he learns from it. We'll see what happens.
Bill
We will
Belichick.
see what happens.
That's no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So that finishes that topic for us. Next topic, we got a little questionnaire for you, or a little question for you guys. For all the fans out there, please comment down below and let us know what you think. We want to get a like and you can comment or like whatever your answer is, right? So it's going to be a like for
Go ahead.
It's going to be a like for MJ and Scottie Pippen or heart for Kobe and LeBron. Who do you guys think would win in the 2v2?
Definitely Kobe and LeBron.
I already know he thinks Kobe and LeBron. You guys should already know. I think MJ and Pippen. Because if MJ had Pippen or even, 3 other stars like LeBron has had, MJ would have had 16 plus rings. But we'll get into that. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that. Anywho, please, like I said, comment down below what you guys think. Like for Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Heart for Kobe and LeBron. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. All right, here we go. Next subject. We're going to hop into it. It's going to be, I got a couple things here. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So thought it was some interesting things that I found. So first things first, Demaryius Thomas and Peyton Manning were one of the best wide receiver duos of all time during their 4 years together with the Denver Broncos. From 2012 to 2015, Demaryius Thomas averaged over 100 catches, over 1,450 receiving yards, and over 10 touchdowns in a season with Peyton Manning in those 4 years. which is a huge stat for them. Obviously, Peyton Manning did great things with us. They both won a Super Bowl, and I just wanted to shout that out because Demaryius Thomas is being inducted into the Ring of Fame for the Denver Broncos. So, congratulations to him. Hopefully, his family can celebrate that for him and the Broncos organization as well. I know they're going to probably do something this season during the season and all kinds of things like that, like they always do. So, we'll be looking forward to that. I don't know if you want to weigh in on that.
No, I respect it. I like DT. I usually run talk some shit here, but I'm gonna keep it because I respect him and I like Peyton Manning. Man, Peyton Manning was cool. I like honestly, I like when I watch Monday Night Football. I literally I watch the Manning cast.
Yeah, I love that, bro. Him and Eli and their little thing that they do.
They always get
And
like,
also, bro, like respectably, I'm not a Chiefs fan at all, but I do kind of like when or like watching Travis Kelce and Jason Kelsey's podcast too.
yeah, yep.
It's fun, you know, and I'm a Denver Broncos fan. I hate the Chiefs, but don't get me wrong. They're going to have a life outside of football, and this is starting it for them. Look at everybody else, you know. I also love Club Shay Shay, you know, and the Ocho, you know, Chad Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp's show, you know, late night, you know, stuff like that. So, and I'm not a Bengals fan, like, you know, so, you know, things like that. I just want to put that out there. We can all like things and it doesn't have to mean anything other than that. Next subject I was going to cover is the last 10 years most passing yards and let you know who it was when they did it. Or I guess not when they did it, but you know, it's obviously the last decades. Kirk Cousins, he's been with Washington, Minnesota, and now Atlanta Falcons. Matthew Stafford with Detroit Lions. Oh shoot, let me cover yardage. He had 39,949 yards. He's the number one in passing yards over the last 10 years. Number two is Matt Stafford, played for the Detroit Lions and now plays for the Rams. He had 38,095 yards. And they're all still climbing, you know. All these but a couple, you know, we'll get into that. Derek Carr, who's now retired, had 37,975 yards for the Las Vegas Raiders and New Orleans Saints. Russell Wilson for Seattle, Pittsburgh, Denver, and New York Giants. He has 36,185 yards. Number four. Number five, Tom Brady, now retired, played for New England and Tampa Bay, 35,956 yards. Jared Goff, number six, plays for the Detroit Lions, played for the Rams before, 35,058 yards. Matt Ryan, who's now retired, Atlanta Falcons and Indianapolis Colts, 34,626 yards. Soon to be probably retired Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay, New York Jets, 34,374 yards. Patrick Mahomes for the Chiefs, 32,352 yards, which is huge for him. I think he was drafted in 2016, so I think that's only like 9 years even. Actually, I'm not sure. Let me check now. I gotta check. And last is 10th place, Dak Prescott with Dallas Cowboys, 31,471 yards. I can't hear you.
I was on mute. My bad. Listen to this. Okay, so you think Peyton Manning and Demaryius Thomas you think they're one of the greatest duos of all time, right?
Yeah, they had the greatest 4 year stretch.
Oh,
Is what that was. That was all that was. They had one of the best 4 year stretch together, which was 2012 to 2015.
Okay,
in the NFL history. Yes.
Let me look at this.
But yeah, so and it looks like Patrick Mahomes' first year was 2017. 2017 to 2025. Shout out to him. He's doing big things, obviously. But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Dude, Peyton Manning and Demaryius Thomas had such a good year. 2012.
Such good years. But that's the thing. Look at the other wide receiver stats. Julius Thomas,
but listen,
Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, freaking we had
I would say DT took it, but
what's his face too? Daniel Sanders.
He's got him in yards, touch. What I was thinking was Peyton Manning and Demaryius Thomas was good, but Peyton Manning and Marvin Harris Marvin Harris.
Oh yeah, Mars Harris is senior. Yeah.
Peyton Manning and DT they got him beaten a lot. Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison had more touchdowns. He had higher percentage, but that's about it. Other than that, dude, because DT they won a Super Bowl, bro. You can't beat that. Really.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way. God bless him, bro. Rest his soul, man.
I know. Such tragedies. But yeah, next thing I'm gonna cover is most fine plays in NFL history. Number one, Kareem Jackson, 558,888.
Like, I wish we could
Huh?
show. I wish we could
I
show.
know, like there's a way to bring it and show it. Keep Talib, $647,059. Derwin James, $700. Von Tez Burfisit, he had two. He was the top two. He had one for $1,163,787 and one for $1,400,469, totaling over 1,563,064,000, so huge. No, excuse me, 2 million. Huge, huge, huge. Yeah. So I'm gonna switch over. As I was talking about earlier, Michael Jordan's longtime agent David Falk came out and said, I don't know if this is true or not, don't quote me on this, but he said doesn't rank LeBron James as top two player of all time. He says, I really like LeBron, but I think if Jordan had cherry picked what teams he wanted to be on and two other superstars he wanted to be with, he would have won at least 15 championships
Yeah,
in the years that he played. So you think about who was playing back then,
he
definitely
fucking talking
possible.
about hypotheticals and shit.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. And then the second thing is, I seen this post. I thought it was pretty cool. I think it was a son told his dad was telling his kid a story or something. He said, "Let me tell you a story. Russell and Wilt created the blueprint. Bird and Magic laid the foundation, but Jordan built the empire. 6 championships, 6 final MVPs. Never lost on the biggest stage. Never needed a game seven. Dropped 38 with the flu. He averaged more 40-point games than anybody still has. LeBron James has played how much longer than he has? He didn't chase stars, he dominated them. And your favorite Hall of Famers, he made sure they never got a ring. Jordan didn't just play the game, he owned it. He didn't just end careers, he buried legacies. Stop putting anyone in the GOAT conversation with him. I'm just letting you know now. I respect that 100%.
No,
100%.
this man.
Go ahead. Go ahead and put your 2 cents in.
In 1985, Michael Jordan was eliminated by the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round, 1-3. In 1986, the same year after, Michael Jordan was eliminated by the Boston Celtics in the first round, got his ass swept, 0-3. In 1987, the year after that, he got swept by the Boston Celtics in the first round again. In 1988, the year after that, the dirty Detroit Pistons beat him 1-4 in the semifinals. In 1989, the Detroit Pistons beat him in the Eastern Finals in 4-2 games. 1990, the Detroit Pistons beat him 4-3. And then 1995. So
All
one,
right, check this out.
hold
Hey,
on,
I
hold on,
respect
hold
your
on, hold on, hold
stats.
on.
I got one.
3, 4, 5, 6 years in a row, Michael Jordan was bounced out of the playoffs, nigga. This nigga didn't get good until we gonna have to blur me saying that word. He didn't get good until we don't have to blur it. But he didn't get good until he got Pippen, bro. I'm telling you.
All right, check it out. You ready for this? Michael Jordan had 221 40-plus point games. LeBron James has had 73. Dude, he's not even in the triple digits. Get out of here. He ain't doing nothing, bro. MJ did it all. He did it all while putting up 40 regularly, bro. Don't compare nobody to MJ because ain't nobody regularly doing that. Ain't nobody regularly doing that.
All right, nigga. Check this out. Jordan didn't really have a champ. What? I mean, he had a championship. What separates them the GOAT for me is because LeBron won in Cleveland with those bums, bro, and then he forgot the scoring record. That's what got it for me. But we can move on, man.
Yeah, I was say because the only other person who had more 40-plus point games was Wilt Chamberlain, but that's because this fool was putting up 100-point games. Like that, it wasn't nothing back then when he was playing.
Rest in peace, Kobe, bro. Kobe would dog these dudes. He would never go down. Kobe built his game off MJ, bro, so he knows how to dog.
He did. He did. And I said I respect Kobe wholeheartedly.
It would be a lockup. And then you're thinking LeBron, you're thinking Pippen would lock LeBron up? Would be able to lock LeBron? Next topic.
Yes, sir. We switch the subjects here. We're going to do a TD's top 10 NFL teams preseason segment here for you guys. And we're going to pick it together and we're going to write it down for you. And we're going to see how we compare when the preseason comes, how the rankings come out. You know what I'm saying? And see what you guys think. So
I think
we got it.
I think the Eagles are going to lose all 4 of their preseason games because we always
no.
Well, we know who number 1 is.
I'm so dead.
You know it too. Don't lie on the podcast, bro. Who you putting ahead of us? The Eagles, baby. We
The
soaring.
Lions,
Bro, no. You think that
their defense is so much more dominant, and with all their players healthy, dog, you guys got it out for you this season.
So right now, you're saying on this podcast for everybody that knows football, and the Detroit,
Nah, we're gonna we'll let the reigning champs have number one spot.
the Detroit Lions, who went they only went 15-2. They did, but they just lost them. It was 14-3. So what do you think? What do you think? I think the Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in the league.
Okay, we'll go Philly with number one.
Number two, I think, is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Incorrect. They probably won't even be top 10 in my opinion. And they got dominated in the Super Bowl. They're garbage, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, when we got dominated like that back then again with the Seattle Seahawks, it took us 2 years. That next year we were not considered a top team just because we went to the Super Bowl.
This should be
I'm telling you right now.
TD takes. This should be Terrell and Dixon takes. This should be my top 10 and your top 10, and let's see who's right. Because I bet you I'll get it closer. No,
you won't. I'm telling you right now. Because you just said the Chiefs. The Chiefs are not ranked top 10. Look at their roster. They are garbage. They have nobody.
Let me do a redo.
They have nobody. I'm telling you, everybody right now in their right minds thinks that they are going to come in third or fourth in our division. So they're not a top 10 team, bro. The division is now harder. Look at what we did last year with an unfilled team, bro. We have now filled our teams. The Chargers have now upped their roster. The Raiders have now changed their staffing, up their roster. Bro, you're sitting here trying to tell me that you think the Chiefs are going to still do the same thing they've been doing when they just got their butts whooped last year by us. Not only did they barely beat us the first game, they didn't even score over 20. The second game, they didn't score, and they had, who cares if they had their backups in? Bro, you're in the NFL. You're in the NFL getting paid millions of dollars. You should still score. You should still score a touchdown.
Get that book out, bro.
The book's out, dog. How much you want that the Chiefs are not number 2 in the league next year?
The Chiefs beat you guys.
No. You're saying that they're number 2. Put money on it because they're not number 2 in my eyes. So if you think you're going to be closer, let's put money on it.
How will we know?
We'll see who's closer with their top 10 picks. Who has the most teams? It doesn't matter the order. Doesn't matter the order. Who has the most teams picked?
I think let me finish my picks. I got the Chiefs at 2.
I got you.
I got the Detroit Lions at 3. Baltimore Ravens at 4. Excuse me. What the heck? Can't count. Hey, can you grab me some grapes, man? See, this is hard because I want to put the Bills up there, but I don't think the Bills are going to be as good. Well, yeah, I'll put the Bills up there. The Bills after that, I should put the Bears up here.
I'm so weak.
And then, how many is that?
See, like I said, so you're picking numbers. I'm just going to pick teams. I'm not going to tell you an order. I'm just going to say top 10 teams. I'm not going to say which order they're going because it's going to be whoever gets the most in the top 10. Right? So if you just want to list 10, you don't have to pick an order because like you're getting down to 5, 6, and 7. It's hard to say, oh, I think this team because they're pretty comparative. Just name me your 10. So you've got 5 so far. You need 5 more.
Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
I don't want to say the Commanders, but I don't know if they can do it again. I'm going to say Denver Broncos.
I agree, especially with our defense, brother. Like, honest to God, we have a defense that we should look fucking solid. Huh?
All comes down to Bo.
Yeah. It really does. You throwing the Packers up there? You throwing the Bengals up there at all?
I'm gonna throw.
Love it. The Packers weren't horrible. I think that they are gonna be up there. I think I'm
gonna throw. This is gonna be unpopular, but I'm gonna throw the Packers up there. How many is that? 9?
It's 8.
I'm gonna put the Commanders up there.
Okay.
And then I'm putting the Cleveland Browns up there.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. So right now I've got Philly, Washington, Detroit, Buffalo, Denver, Packers, Ravens, Vikings.
Is that who you got?
I still need 2 more. I'm thinking right now.
You don't got the Bengals up there? You don't got the Steelers up there? They just got. You don't got the Seahawks?
Definitely don't have the Seahawks. They're nobody's. Okay, so man, we both have 3 teams from the north of the NFC. That's crazy. That's how bad the NFC is.
Can I make a stop? Can I make a swap on mine? Can I make a swap?
Who are you thinking?
Can I swap the Browns?
You want to swap the Browns out for who?
The Cowboys.
Because they did just get Pickens too, bro. Okay, I'll let you swap out for Dallas. Seeing you don't think the Texans, the Chargers.
It's on you, bro. I already got my 10. I think
the Chargers. Sadly, I think the Chargers are gonna be up there. Fucking gay. And then I honestly think I'm gonna take the Texans.
That's a good.
And I honestly might take out the Vikings and put in the Bengals because, bro, there's no way three teams from the NFC North are going to be top 10. There's no fucking way. We both have the Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings. You still got to think Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Commanders, Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings, Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Buccaneers, Cardinals, Rams, Niners, and Seahawks. And the Rams also have Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua and Devontae and fucking. Have you seen their connection already?
Damn, I might put the line. Who do I have up there?
I think I might put the Rams in there actually over the Vikings. I'm gonna take the Rams and the Bengals in here, I think is what I said. And then
good. Rams, that's right.
Okay, so we've got 10. We each got 10 teams. And what are we betting? What's the bet? What's the wager? 25.
25. Man, this should be like after the season because it's gonna be so hard to tell.
Do you want to do it going in and going out?
Well, how
Who are the top? Because the top 10 is going to come down to who goes to conference and shit like that, playoffs and all that.
Is this gonna be top? Like, are we doing this? Like, okay, so how do we decide the winner of this? Like before the preseason starts, we look at what the.
This is before the season starts. So this could be going into week 1. How they have teams ranked, I guess.
Week 1,
but that's the issue though, because nobody plays their starters all the way through the preseasons and shit.
Exactly.
So you want to say the end of the season? Well, we can go. I'll go with the end of the season. I wouldn't change my picks, honestly.
I wouldn't change mine either
because that's got to be top 10.
Yeah, I think those. Okay, and whoever we can go off what the NFL power ranking.
Sure, like we have to be on the same NFL, like just literally NFL.com.
Their power ranking. Like, so not $25. Let's up it to $100 if we have to wait till the end of the season.
Okay.
But at the beginning of the season, we can do like no, it's too easy. I don't know. There's not really nothing we can do.
That's what I'm saying, because you got to think too. Remember who's got hard ass schedules this year and who doesn't. Like they said, bro, they got the Bills winning all 17 of their games. It's possible. But we both have Buffaloes. But yeah, so that's an exciting one. Comment down what you guys think. If you guys want to put your 10 in there, put your top 10 takes in there and see what you guys think. Let us know that we.
Real quick, Joe. I think we should save a lot of this I think you should review Lilo and Stitch, and I think we should save a lot. I'll review Captain America, and then we should save a lot of this for the next episode. Like all the stuff like.
Okay.
Yep. Let's go. He said, Boomstick movie segment. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to Boomstick, though. These things are. I was skeptical about these, but they're fire. We're not sponsored or anything like that. But.
Yeah, no sponsoring or nothing, but shout out to the Boomstick. We use it a lot.
They wake you up. I'd say my favorite one's probably this winter mint. Winter mint's pretty good. But
my favorite's the tropical, but they're all great. Tropical, lavender, winter mint, spearmint. I like them. Yeah, they're all great. They're all great. Check them out on TikTok Prime.
TD's movie segment review. The TD's reviews movie segment. Let's go. Let's do. So we're gonna review 2 movies that we recently watched. Joe and his wife has recently watched Lilo and Stitch.
Yes, it was awesome.
And me and my wife recently watched Captain America, A Brave New World. And never got to watch that in theater because, we had the kids and we got sick and things like that. And a lot of people trashed the movie, and just like kind of a lot of people were trashing Lilo, but we give honest reviews over here. So
yeah.
I'll let you go.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of people that didn't even like, things like the new Lion King or the Mufasa because of the live action remakes and things like that. But you got to think about it. What kids in the new generation are watching the same thing exactly how we did as kids? They don't have all those things out unless you buy them or have all these apps and, and you can have all this stuff. So when you look at the new age and the new way of things, the things that are going to be promoted, the new things that are out, the new movies, Encanto, things that your girls love and my kid loves, a lot of kids out there love things like, that movie wasn't out there before, the new Disney princess movies, Cinderellas and Little Mermaids, things like that. They're all different. Yeah. So, if you're going to hate, don't hate in the way that you're hating because it's not the right way. It's not the right way to hate. You can't be like, oh, it's a new way. I don't like how they're making everything new.
Because honestly,
everything's new in the world. Kids. Yeah, but what happens next year? A new phone comes out. What do? You go buy it. What happens in 3 years? You get a new TV. because it's bigger or looks better. Like, come on, everything's new or everything's changed. Like, you got to learn to adapt and you know and like things a little bit differently than we used to. So that's the honesty we're gonna give you on these reviews. So
there you go. So go ahead and review Lilo and Stitch. What'd you think of it?
no, you're doing Captain America first, and then my wife's gonna do the Lilo and Stitch, and then she's gonna
Okay.
actually hop on and do a guest appearance for us. You guys will meet my wife for the first time. She's gonna go ahead and let you know how she
Let me
thought
see.
Lilo and Stitch was, and you know I'll comment on it afterwards. But I'll let you cover Captain America because I've also seen it, and we can kind of talk about that. And then she'll come out here in just a second, and we'll go ahead and jump into Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, so
And it has been out for a little bit, so don't hate us. We know
I know,
you
yeah.
just barely seen it.
Brave New World, I just barely seen it, but honest review, I give it a 7.5. Biggest thing for me was I liked how Captain America's got the new vibranium equipment and stuff. But I don't. Let me just go through what I liked. I liked how he had the vibranium tech. I like how his like attitude and demeanor is, like how he acts. I like Falcon, the new Falcon.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
forget his
I
name.
like that. The guy that he recruited from the military.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
I forget his name. It's like it's he's really cool. I like him.
Yes.
I liked dude the scenes where he's riding the missile and drops that down, and it
Mm-hmm.
was very well written with them getting upset, the president getting upset and things like that, and
Oh yeah.
holding back all movie, and it was just good with the music and how the scientist was able to almost get Japan and the United States to go to war, all over one
Right.
guy
And
because
all those nukes and stuff.
so it
It
was
was definitely different.
the this Hulk, the Red Hulk CGI, bro, so good. So a lot of things that's different with me is I actually have so I work at Geek Squad and I actually have a really good 65-inch TV and I have a Sonos sound system that has a really good subwoofer, a really good soundbar and things like that.
Right.
So I'm watching movies on 80 volume. It's like a movie theater in here. My subwoofer's behind my couch. So it's I watched the Captain America versus the Red Hulk fight scene, bro, and I was just like, wow.
Right.
That boosted the movie for me big time. And it would be an 8.5 for me. An 8 and
See,
8
and mine is an 8.6.
if it wasn't for the fact what brings it down to me is a big thing is Sam Wilson doesn't have the super
Yeah,
soul.
but he's not supposed to. That's why Captain America
Well,
liked him and why he wanted to
I
give him
guess that's
give
cool
him
and
the
all.
shield.
That's cool and all. What like you saw Captain America was able to fight.
I know. I agree with you. I agree with everything you're saying, and I 100% know what you're going to say. But if he had the serum, his fighting would be better. But that's the thing. They're trying to show you that you don't need that serum because of the
I,
new things that they have now. Black Panther, that brought a whole new thing for everybody with this vibranium, this new
I
stuff
don't
that they can
want
get.
I don't want a Captain America in my book to rely too much on technology because that's more of Iron Man's thing. Iron Man
Okay,
relies a lot on
I
technology.
100%, but I
Captain
agree. I
America
agree.
would
I
come and
agree.
piece you up. Like
Yeah,
Captain
I
America
agree.
when can Winter Soldier in my favorite Marvel movie, Captain America Winter Soldier, when he's fighting Winter Soldier, what's his name would die.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting Winter Soldier and bucks his mask off and he's like, Bucky? Who the hell's Bucky? Like, bro,
Right.
Bucky when he was would kill Sam Wilson, bro, instantly. But
Yeah.
wouldn't kill Captain America because he's a super soldier serum and he can fight. Sam Wilson can fight, but that can only get you so strong to somebody who can just overpower you so easily.
Well, because he got injured. You guys saw in the beginning he did get injured. So
So
I agree. No, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with you
that's big
with the
for me.
reviews.
But and then another thing, I didn't like how old fucking Red Hulk was. Like
Yeah,
Harrison
because
Ford,
especially if he's got that power and that serum, like look at Bruce Banner. He's not aging like that,
I
you
know
know.
he
And
is
it's essentially supposed to be somewhat the same type of deal.
like even
So
when he de-transformed, I was like, damn, bro, he looked like bro, you look like you be in hospice almost. So
like it took it all out of him, which it
I figured
does. So
we're gonna be like, I figured he was gonna be a general that was gonna be like maybe in his 50s or 60s, not in his 70s or 80s.
right.
So, but other than that, I give it a good movie. I'd give it a really good movie, but he just needs the serum, bro. Because, like, for instance, bro,
Well, you never know. This is the start. It's only the start.
how
Stuff
does
happens.
elevator scene, Captain America and Winter Soldier elevator scene? Does anybody want to get out? There's like 12 people in that elevator. They'll just overpower Sam Wilson. because he doesn't have the serum. I'm not saying the serum automatically makes you like not worthy of being the fucking hero because you can't do shit without the super serum. Bro, we've already seen you. You were able to take down the Red Hulk without the serum, nigga. That's
Yeah.
what's up. Now it's time for you to get
Great.
the serum.
Protect yourself.
Because I don't know if you watched the end credit scene of
I did.
Of that
With the old man.
He's not the old man, but with the brain, with the scientist, the doctor, and he supers his powers. He's super smart, and he sees all the outcomes and stuff. And he's like, "You think this is the only world? There's more worlds coming." And that's what happens in the new Avengers movie coming out next year. They're supposed to be from other universes coming to fight.
Yeah.
So
You got World War Hulk, stuff like that.
What if we see a Sam Wilson from a different universe
who has the serum?
And he comes and just, you take serum, bro? This what's gonna happen to you since you take serum. Boom, bop, bop, boom, boom, bing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really enjoyed the movie. I really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it in theaters. Solid 7.5. 7.5 for sure. So I would say 7.8, but yeah, 7.5.
Yeah. Well, I agree with that. I'm about an 8.5, 8.6. I like everything you said. I agree and wouldn't change it. So, but next up, go ahead and introduce you guys to my lovely wife. And she's going to go ahead and take over the Lilo and Stitch segment review for that. So without further ado, Miss Dixon, will you come on over here and go ahead and give us your thoughts on this here, Lilo and Stitch?
Oh, you don't got the dual stand?
I get made fun of in the
Hey, you gotta help her out, Joe. Can you hear me, Joe? Can you hear me?
I don't think I can do this.
Come on, you got it. Let's go.
If you're not comfortable.
So let us know what you thought about that Lilo and Stitch movie.
I thought Joe was gonna go first. I look, he thought he was gonna go first, and then kind of be like, "These are some, thoughts my wife had." But he just threw you in the chair.
Like, he threw me under the bus he was driving. This is crazy.
Oh, that's all right. Well, just give us your review. What did you think about the movie? Would you give it what would you give it out of 10? 1 out of 10? What would you give it?
No, I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Just because obviously Nani should have been casted differently just because of the way that she looks.
Yep, I feel the same way.
So then, and then also, I'm also not like a very like Lilo and Stitch fan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like, it was like, okay. But the reviews I had read on it that said that it was like bad or whatever because of the ending, they were like completely wrong. Like,
really?
Yeah. They made it seem like it was a negative thing.
Okay. An 8's good. An 8's good. I like that. So was it long? Was it like super long or was it like a good time? Because sometimes they feel like that.
I feel like it was a good time. It was like 2 hours long, but I feel like it was a good time just because they didn't rush anything. Like if you have seen the cartoon, they try to follow that timeline.
Okay.
Which is nice. They do obviously not alternate.
Okay.
What's that word?
Change characters or like.
Yeah, like they try to make obviously more now, but yeah, it follows the same like.
Do you think that girl played a good Lilo compared to like in
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then like the actual like Stitch actually looks good.
Oh, he doesn't look like he. Okay, that's good. That's good. It doesn't look like what the hell is fool. That's good. That's good. All right. Because I was wondering about the CGI, like if he was gonna look like fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's good. And his voice did sound good too. I liked how his voice sounded. But yeah, I think Nani could have been casted a little better.
Her and also the guy that was supposed to play like the big black guy
Bubbles?
agent or whatever. Yeah. I feel like he should have.
Or is it a dude?
It's a dude, but like I feel like they should have casted Terry Crews for it just because he's so big.
That's so funny.
And he could have made it a little bit better, I feel like.
Well, it's just I feel like he would
did it.
No, because he delivered perfectly. It's just it was like the whole appearance.
He's not giant like he was in the old school.
Yeah. That's freaking dope. I wonder if they're gonna do a sequel. Was there an end credit scene?
It was kind of like in the middle of the credits, which kind of like what the fuck? Well, some of us understood it, I guess.
I think it's when she called him. Like, is that the one where she called her sister?
Yeah.
And she like walked through that portal or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's like the credit scene because technically, like, it'll start the credits and then it'll put that scene while it's playing the credits.
Okay.
But after that, we stayed the whole time. Like, there was nothing after that.
That's what's up.
But I hope they make a second one because isn't there like a second cartoon one?
Yeah, I don't think there was a movie. I don't think there's a second movie, but they ended up doing the Lilo and Stitch, the TV show where they did because Stitch is Experiment 626, so they did the TV show where it showed Experiment like 30, Experiment 40, because he's number 636.
Because when does the pink one come in?
I think the pink one's like 6. No, I don't. It's one of the numbers. I remember 6'3", like 5 or 6'3", 7 is crazy. Because he's just like Stitch, but like psychotic or something like that. Because Stitch is like crazy, but he's like understanding too, and like he can kind of snap out of it. But the TV show is really cool. I watched it when I was younger, and it showed, like I said, it showed like they go and hunt all 600 of the other experiments. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. But that's cool, man. 8 out of 10. We appreciate you rating it. You can go punch Joe up. Miss Dixon
Yes,
in the house.
thank you.
I'm getting paid for this, right?
Yep. Hey, you over one.
Thank you.
That's what's up. We appreciate that.
Love it.
That's what's up, bro. She gave it. Oh, he got his head. Oh yeah, give her a hug. Oh, I love you so much. Hey, that's what's up. She gave it an 8 out of 10, bro.
Hey, yes.
All right,
And then I was gonna say, I was gonna only add on there. I do believe they're making a second one only because of, if you guys seen in the poster that they made, you see Lilo holding a Kakamora from Moana. So everybody that knows Moana and the Kakamora. So little backstory on that. You don't actually see that all happen in the movie or the end scene or anything. They don't bring the Kakamora in, but they've promoted that, right? So you've seen that. You've seen that little poster, right? So yes, right there. There you go. And so little backstory here. Moana,
crazy.
Maui. So you know the island Hawaii? Hawaii is an island, right? It's an island in the middle of the sea, right? So guess what? Who pulled up all the islands? Maui. So Maui supposedly pulls up Hawaii Island. You know, if you realize in the movie, he talks about, 2,000 years from now, you'll get that with the butt dial joke.
Yeah.
So check it out, people, and new islands and all these things that he pulls up. Kakamora are still a thing, and there's still an island hidden in the sea. So maybe we see a little, because maybe they're going to try and do that live action with Moana as well, where they're going to get these live people with Moana looking like a real thing, or Maui looking like a real creature when he changes, things like that is my guess. So when they do the live action, maybe he pulls up Hawaii, and maybe that's when Lilo and Stitch kind of incorporate. Well, you will see. That's just kind of my little backstory. That's what I've learned, at least what I think. So. But yeah, that concludes all of our topics for tonight. We'll be getting another episode tomorrow for you guys. Hopefully have these both posted by Tuesday, latest Wednesday. Appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, we appreciate.
Like we said, if you're new, like, subscribe, follow, share, comment down below what you guys think. Anything that you guys can give us.
Also want to send my condolences to the New York Knicks fans. They thought they were getting a Game 7. They wasn't getting that.
They were wrong.
Bing bong, head back to New York, bozos. But,
hey, and I told you guys, remember, you guys definitely heard it in the episode before. I said whoever won out of Denver OKC was going to the chip. Guess what? Where they at? Okay, and we put up a better fight than Minnesota.
Okay, see you next year. That's where they going.
But
we appreciate it. You guys have a good night.
Yes.
We're out of here, man. Take care. God bless.
Thank you.